Grieving over another death of a child in Metro Atlanta. The latest victim, 15-year-old Cameron Jackson, who died Tuesday from injuries sustained in a shooting involving a group of people Saturday night near Atlantic Station. Police announcing a major breakthrough in the case today. They're looking for these two people who are considered suspects in that shooting. Right now, there is a $10,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Sean Gables.
And I'm Rick Folbaum. And tonight, Atlanta News First, Tori Cooper spoke to moms. They actually formed a group called Mothers Against Gang Violence. Tori, we all want solutions, and these women say they have some.
These are mothers that have gone through this process, and the mother I spoke to tonight says that her son is serving 20 years in prison, and she wishes she acted sooner.
I'm one of the mothers that noticed the red flag, and I closed my eye to it.
Takesia Shields says her 17-year-old son is currently serving a 20-year sentence for robbery, and now she's making an effort to prevent scenes like this from happening in Metro Atlanta.
And with working with the services within the system, I've actually noticed that I could have done more.
Atlanta police say this new surveillance video shows the moments right after a group of teenagers were involved in a deadly shooting on 17th Street Bridge in Midtown Saturday night. And now, this is who they are looking for.
This is right after the shooting. Again, you see the primary suspect.
Shields says she's also a mom who was looking for a way to keep her son on the right track.
The red flags that are noticeable is just the listening, the change of friends, the change of curfews, the change of activities and wanting to be with families, changes of nicknames.
Now she's educating other moms in the community about ways to parent and discipline their children.
Find those different opportunities where they can do community service hours. And the juvenile system provide community service hours with different organizations.
She says once a month, pastors and mentors like Travis Barber speak about why they ended up incarcerated.
A lack of resources in the household. My mother working a job that couldn't give me the Jordans, the jewelry, or the cars that I wanted. So I had to go out there and get it by any means necessary. And that's the mindset for most young black men that come from single-parent household.
In hopes of showing our youth it's the wrong mindset, and parents how to guide them down a different route. Now, if you are a parent at home right now that feels like it's just hard to get through to your daughter or your son, or they just keep taking steps back, you can always attend one of the Mothers Against Violence classes with your child as well, so you can learn more together as a unit every Monday at 6 o'clock in the evening time at West End Church. We're going to have the info on our website shortly after this. Reporting live in Midtown, I'm Tori Cooper, Atlanta News First.
And again, we want you to take a good look at these two people being called suspects in a shooting that has taken the lives of those two children. If you know anything, please call Crime Stoppers and maybe even get a reward for your information. You can learn more about the 17th Street shooting on AtlantaNewsFirst.com.